developing story in Niger is a foreign policy analyst, Bolu Michael-Biyi. He is also a former legal advisor to the African Union and a Mandela Washington Fellow here in the United Kingdom. Bolu, thank you very much for your time. With support from the governments of Mali and Burkina Faso, do you think these sanctions that have been threatened on Niger or the members of the military junta will have any effect on those individuals?
Well, it's first of all, the imposition of sanctions on Niger reflects that the international community, they're against the junta in Niger, and that they want to pressure the junta to restore the country to constitutional and democratic order. However, it's very good that they are targeted individuals as against the entire country in terms of the entire population. That would amount to a situation whereby innocent people are paying for other people's sins. And to make such sanctions more effective, considering the fact that Niger is surrounded by other countries in a similar situation, like Burkina Faso and the rest, and they will surely be in close communication. For such sanctions to be really effective, then they need to, France or the European Union needs to impose similar sanctions on the neighboring countries that might be supporting Niger as well, because they will definitely be in close communication, and the leaders in Burkina Faso and other countries and neighboring countries can be supporting these individuals in Niger. So if the sanctions are imposed in Niger and other neighboring countries that might be supporting them, that's when it's going to be really very effective.
Bolu, the ongoing current economic and financial sanctions have had extremely dire consequences on the lives of the ordinary Nigerians, the population there. But the junta seems not to be bothered. What's your take on this?
Yeah, it's just a reflection that they're seeking after their own personal interests, their individual gains. If it's about the people, then by now they should have transitioned or restored democratic order to the country. As military officials, it doesn't exclude their constitutional right to run for office. I mean, we've seen a situation whereby a military government transitioned to democratic dispensation. For example, in Egypt, with President Al-Sisi, who will be running for a third term now, he started as a military ruler, and he ran for office, and he got the mandate of the people. And he's been arguably been doing well as the president of Egypt. So if it's about the people, then they should get the mandate of the people. But it's just very unfortunate that they want to be in a situation whereby they call the shots and there's no accountability to the people. Because there's this level of accountability that comes upon a leader when they know that they've gotten their authority from a legitimate source, that is the people. So if they're not doing that, it's just very unfortunate that they're seeking their own personal interest and not the interest of the population. That's very sad.
All right. We just saw the images of the French troops pull out, or at least some of the equipment being taken to Chad, as we hear. What does this portend for security in Niger and, generally speaking, the Sahel?
Well, the withdrawal of French soldiers from Niger has far-reaching implications on regional security in the Sahel. And because France has been a key player in the fight against the jihadists, they've been able to neutralize the effects of these jihadist groups in the region. So its reduced military presence definitely could have consequences on the security situation in the country and neighboring countries as well. So the ability of the local forces in Niger to fill the void that have been left by the French withdrawal will be a critical factor in determining the security outlook of the country and the region, because the military rulers in Niger might be shooting themselves in the foot in the terms that the withdrawal of French soldiers might embolden the jihadists to actually now come out in full force, and that may plunge Niger into a failed state. As we can see, Afghanistan being a typical example whereby an informal institution and the jihadists coming together in cramped spaces have taken over a formal government, formal institutions, and in Afghanistan. And if these jihadists get emboldened, they might take over the government of Niger and even spread their tentacles in the Sahel. So what may have been the ideal would be to have the French troops to live in phases, not just an immediate expulsion of these French troops, because for them to be able to ask them to leave, they must be sure that they have the infrastructure and the resources in place to fill any void that will be left by the departure of these French troops.
Thank you very much, Bolu Michael-Biyi, for your analysis.
My pleasure. Thank you.